Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's video will be the November reading. So it's the general reading for all of the astrological signs for November 2018. For the reading, I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso. If I need to clarify anything, I'll be using the Zillich Tarot by Christine Zillich. And I will pull one additional oracle card from the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise, Linn. Do remember these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, all of the information on how to do that can be found in the description box below this video. I apologize for getting these out a little later this month. It's just been very hectic past week, so I do apologize for that. The mid-monthlies will be out on time, and then I plan to start working on not just the December but also the 2019 yearly overview for all of the signs. You'll be getting that reading in the month of December as well. So welcome back to everybody who has already seen my videos. Welcome to new viewers. If you have just found me, I do hope that you enjoy the video. Please feel free to like, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And a big thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time to come here and share a few minutes with me, right? And just I hope that the messages in some way do help you. So thank you very much, and I will see you in 1 second for your reading. Hi Aquarius, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your November reading. So I have shuffled off camera, and as I usually remind you guys, remember, one, these are general readings, and also it's a good idea to take a look at your moon sign and rising sign videos in addition to your sun sign. Sometimes some months, the messages will not resonate as well in the sun sign, but they will in the moon or rising, or by watching all three together, you get a more complete overview of what is coming up for you that month. All right, so we have at the bottom of the deck the overall energy for your month of November, the Four of Wands. Interesting. Immediately below the Four of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords. So both very good cards. But the Four of Wands is a card that speaks of, its solid foundations, right? Fours in the tarot, they're very solid, sort of stable energy. And the Four of Wands, Wands deals with the day-to-day matters in life. It deals with like the work that we do. It also has to do with creative ventures, business projects, and then it's our own drive, determination, and passion and ambition, for getting those things done. The Four of Wands is a card of rejoicing, right? It's a card of celebration. It can, within a relationship, the Four of Wands can speak of reaching a milestone in that relationship. It can be, whether this is sort of going from just dating to, being more serious, just dating exclusively, or if you are already together, as a couple, this could be taking it to the next level and moving in together. There could be engagement, marriage even. It can have to do with, if this is moving in together, it could also be like moving home, like you moving to a different home, moving from, just one place to another, or this could be, you actually buying a home, that type of energy. But it's it's a very stable, solid, and, an energy that really is also associated with celebration. So a great energy to have, and like I was showing you, immediately below it is the Ace of Swords, and you do have at the center of your reading the Ace of Wands. So beautiful new beginnings, right? And what could help or hinder this new beginning, you have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so with the Ace of Wands, this is, it's more Wands energy. You have the Four of Wands. Now the Ace of Wands, looking at the rest of your cards here, you also have, let me see. So we have we have two major arcanas, two swords cards, 1, 2, 3 pentacles, 4 wands. So more heavily weighted towards wands, I would say, and pentacles. So this could have to do with, sorry, my computer's just decided to make a loud noise. It could have to do with your career, right? A job, or again, something to do with, things around the home, home, family. But the Ace of Wands is, it's a brand new beginning, and it's a very exciting new beginning, right? It's this can be just a new job opportunity. This can be a new creative venture, and it's about moving forward, forward movement, momentum, and it's very exciting. So this is a new opportunity, a new beginning that you feel very excited about here. You're moving towards like dream fulfillment. This is you having this brand new opportunity that you feel very excited about. It fills you with great passion and excitement, and it's crossed by this Knight of Swords. Could be a person. When we have court cards in a reading, they can be people playing a significant role in our lives this month. And you have the Knight of Swords, and you also have the King of Swords over here in the recent past. So, both of these could be individuals. If so, this would typically be, in the case of the Knight of Swords, more of a middle-aged air sign individual. In the case of the King of Swords, more of an older air sign individual. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. But the Knight is, out of all of the Knights, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, they're the two fastest moving, right? So this is, usually I associate the Knights with more of an energy surrounding you at this time. So this could be just fast-paced energy surrounding you, or, what's helping or hindering this new beginning. It could be this, possibly this news coming in. The Knights, they can bring in news, messages. They go off on quests. They bring back things, right? They're ready to act on something. And this particular Knight, the Knight of Swords, the energy of Swords, it's the suit of the mind, right? It's the air energy deals with our thoughts. It's intellectual, it's cerebral energy. And it's also related to communication. So how we communicate our thoughts to other people. And this person, he is very intelligent. He's very good at using his words. On the negative side, he can come across as, a little bit too aggressive. Like his words can be a little too forceful at times. He's kind of, and it's very fast paced. You see that he's charging in here. He has his sword drawn, even though there really isn't, any reason for that. There's nobody here waiting to fight him, or there isn't a battle, so it is kind of like this fast-paced and slightly, what am I trying to say, like too forceful almost energy. So this new beginning with this Ace of Wands, it could happen quickly. This might be, a very quick, fast-paced energy coming in with it, what's helping it with this Knight of Swords. This new beginning, it could be coming in quite quickly. Now, in the foundation, you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of financial stability. It's a card of self-reliance, self-sufficiency. This is you having worked very hard to really, build this life that you always imagined or envisioned for yourself. So you're feeling very, or, if you look at the woman on the card, she's feeling very proud about what she's achieved, right? She looks very satisfied with, all of the the material gain, the success that she has had. Pentacles, the suit of Pentacles is earth energy, and so it has to do with, the tangible things here in the material realm, such as the money that we earn from the work that we do, our resources, its material possessions and prosperity. And, so this is about really having achieved, having worked very hard and just, feeling good about what you have achieved, very self-sufficient, self-reliant, right? And it sits in the deep past. It's at the foundation. In the recent past, we have the King of Swords. So, again, I mentioned this could be a person, right? If so, then he's an older air sign individual, and he is somebody, as the king of the suit of swords, he's really mastered his particular suit. So he's somebody who, if there's a head or heart decision, he always goes with his head. He's very rational. He's very good at, if there's a problem or, sort of a situation to resolve, he's good at coming up with a solution, right? He's good at using his intellect, using his intelligence. He gets his ideas across. He's also very truthful. He's a very truthful individual. He can at times, he can be sort of like an advisor, sort of legal counsel, seeking out the advice of this figure, right? So it does sit in the recent past. So for some of you, you could have been seeking out some type of counsel or the advice of an individual here, right? To get this, maybe to gain clarity on a situation, or to figure out maybe something to do with this new opportunity here at the center of your reading. And this person is definitely, is a good person to help you, right? He does, he gives good advice. He is a good person to have as a counselor. Crowning you, you have Major Arcana number 20, the Judgment card. So this is, it speaks of it can be a judgment call, right? So a significant decision that you're faced with this card coming in. For others, the Judgment card can represent sort of an awakening almost, or a calling, you being called to something, to do something. And it's about leaving the past behind, right? About leaving a situation behind and then moving forward, while leaving those, any type of feeling of guilt or, remorse, leaving that in the past. So, there's a judgment, but then this rebirth that comes about from this judgment, right? So a decision, but a decision that leads to a fresh start. And again, we have the Ace of Wands at the center of your reading. So we have a fresh start. We have a new beginning, right? But possibly, there's something to do with needing to, as you move forward, or as you, begin on or begin with this new beginning, there's a need to release, right? To release any type of negative karma, to release any guilt, grievance, as you embark upon this new beginning. Now, in the near future, you have the High Priestess. This is Major Arcana number 2. She's been coming out quite a lot in the readings for this November monthly, and she's sort of the gatekeeper. She sits between, our realm and the spiritual realm, and she encourages us to use our intuition, to really tap into our psychic abilities, right? To pay attention to those hidden messages that might be coming through. She's also associated with the moon, so pay attention to your dreams around this time, as you move through the month, more towards the middle, right? Middle to end of the month. Pay attention to your dreams. Any messages coming through in your dreams, even if at first they might seem unrelated, jot them down. Keep a notebook next to your bed, right? Keep track of them. They might, as you move through the month, you might see, or they might start to make sense, right? Also, pay attention to signs, synchronicities, all of those, figuring things out by listening to these hidden messages, right? That we might not usually pay attention to, okay? You appear as the Ten of Pentacles, which is interesting because, there is a progression here. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the foundation. You appear as the Ten of Pentacles, which is, tens in the Tarot are endings, are culminations. The Ten of Pentacles is like the ultimate pentacles, right? In Pentacles energy. So this is the, the completion. It's like you've reached the 10, you've reached the end of this particular cycle. Obviously, it takes a long time to, accrue this much wealth. You can see the woman on the card. She has all of the, the pentacles surrounding her. In the background, there's this beautiful castle. So sometimes the card is associated with like material possessions built up over time, resources accrued over time. So it can have to do with like inheritances, property handed down to you, or, an inheritance handed down to you, so money coming in that way. But it is a card of great financial security, right? It's great financial comfort. This woman, she feels very safe, very secure. She has created the life that she wanted for herself, and now she's feeling very secure in this life that she has, right? But she's also ready, if we think about the Ten of Pentacles, she's ready for, whatever might come in. Going back to, say, the Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, new ways to make money, new, a new job. But she's feeling very happy here. So you could be feeling, as you move through the month, more towards the middle to end of the month, that your finances are very solid. You're feeling very stable, very secure. Surrounding you in your environment, you have the Seven of Wands. Now, this is a card, sometimes it's like, you needing to kind of defend yourself, you needing to stand your ground, right? You can see that this man, he looks outnumbered, right? He has all of those wands pointing towards him. But he is actually, even though he's outnumbered, he has the upper hand here. He's up on this mountain peak, so he's actually, he's up on at a higher level than they are. So he has this higher vantage point. He's on a dragon. He could fly away. He has a shield to defend himself. So, even though he's outnumbered, he actually has the upper hand here. And, the Seven of Wands, it can speak of you needing to, like, defend your point of view. If there's something that maybe, for example, you might want to go off and do something completely different than you've, done as a career before. Or maybe, you've lived in one place with this, very solid Ten of Pentacles energy. Maybe there's a home there, and you have built up this, stable life for yourself. And now it's like, surrounding you, there might be this energy surrounding you where you want to, kind of leave all of that and go off and go work in a completely different location, or go work across the country, move home, move to a completely different place. And others might look at that idea of yours and say, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? And so it's about defending your ideas, or defending yourself here, right? Sometimes the Seven of Wands comes out when there is some type of conflict, conflict, say, within the workplace. But again, it's you coming out ahead. It's you, even if you do come up against some type of conflict, it's you standing your ground and, ultimately defending yourself here. In your hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Wands. And again, you have two tens here. I've had a lot of signs that have had, like, multiple 9s in a reading, multiple 10s in a reading. So, lots of repeating cards, lots of endings as well in these monthlies. So the 10 of Wands is the ending, of this particular cycle. And then in the case of the 10 of Wands, you can see the man, he's carrying the wands on his back. He looks very tired. His horse looks very weary. They're, on this, trying to make it up this hill. So it usually suggests that, there's a kind of this uphill battle. You've been at something for quite a while. You're feeling, very overloaded, very burdened. It's like you're just ready to, you're nearly there, and you really want to just, drop this bag of wands and lighten your load, and, and begin a brand new cycle, because what comes in after the 10 of Wands is what you have sitting at the center of your reading. That's the Ace, right? So I think you're fearing here, or hoping, looking at it, it can be hope or fear. I think you're hoping to be able to finally, put this weight down and have this brand new beginning, or on the opposite side, you could be fearing that, there still might be more time that you have to carry this. There still might be other things, more resistance or more things that you have to get over before you can have this new beginning. But again, it is just a hope or fear. Now, as you leave the month, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So the outbound energy, it speaks of feeling good about what you have achieved so far, right? The woman here, she has, besides all of the pentacles around her, she has a basket full of fruit. So, it suggests that she's already seeing, the fruit of her hard labor. She's been working hard. She's feeling good about what she's achieved so far. This could be, she might have reached a certain goal or milestone. And now she's thinking about, the next steps. So she's thinking about what she needs to do now to, in order to reap more in the future, in order to, have, or to increase what she already has here. So it's like she feels good about what she's done so far. She's celebrating this, right? Reaching this milestone. But she's thinking about, okay, and now what? What else do I need to do? Which is where, I believe that this Ace of Wands comes in with this brand new beginning. So this brand new beginning, it could have to do with, what this next thing, and now what? There's a new job. There's this new opportunity coming in. Could be, and to do with a home move. Could have to do with, traveling, actually moving, traveling somewhere. But, it's a good, it's a positive card as you move out of the month. It's just sort of looking ahead, right? So there's there's a new beginning, with the energy surrounding you. And we do have, kind of ending, beginning energy here. But it's like things are, they're in motion. The wheel is in motion. So these things might not play out, until the month of December, until, moving into next year. But the wheels are in motion here. Now, the oracle card that came out for you is Faraway Places. And it says, get ready for new horizons. Let me find my guidebook and read the description for this card. All right, it says, stop playing it safe. Get ready for new horizons and change in your life. A journey is coming. It might be to foreign lands or faraway places, or it may be an inner shift that changes your destiny. It's all beneficial. Sometimes we can feel wobbled when we are not in our normal surroundings. However, you are safe and protected. Good fortune ensues. The sacred traveler wants you to know part of the glory of travel is stepping out of old habits, routines, and the repetitiveness of everyday life. It can feel daunting, yet in no small way your life is a spiritual voyage. Change is coming. Things are not as they seem. There are no wrong turns. Every adventure and misadventure is part of the course. You are on a pilgrimage of the soul. Keep your metaphorical bag packed. Some unexpected experiences are ahead. Be ready for everything. The joy of travel is that you can begin to experience the everyday as if you were seeing it for the first time. Nothing should be taken for granted. So yeah, I was definitely picking up with this home and possibly moving home and this new opportunity. That could, for some of you, that could be an opportunity, right, at a distance. That could be, we see all the boats here, that could be something to do with overseas, right, traveling to far off places. That's interesting. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful November. Bye for now.